Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to introduce Mr. Richard Sherman, the writer of The Buskers. And, you know, I had told people earlier that you, along with Robert, have written, you've won a couple of Oscars for the musical score for Mary Poppins,
right.
And also, of course, the best song of the year. That was Chim Chim Cheree, which came from there.
Right.
And, but I told everybody that you have done a song that they have all sung at one time or another.
Oh, yes.
Why don't you play a little and see if they can sing along? Listen to this.
If you know it, sing along, okay? It's a world of laughter, a world of tears. It's a world of hopes and a world of fears. There's so much that we share that it's time we're aware. It's a small world after all. 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 It's a small, small world.
Oh, brother, boy, who doesn't have that song running through their heads again and again and again and again after they've taken that little ride and everything? But you know what surprised me? You all have written, you would call them contemporary things from Mary Poppins and so forth, but also the stuff that you did back in the rock and roll days.
Oh, yeah, we had quite a few rock and roll songs that we had a lot of fun writing. That was before we went to Disney and started working on films.
Yeah.
But I think one of our very biggest was a little rocker that was like twice #1 hit. 2 times. The first time with Johnny Burnett introduced it, and the second time Ringo Starr did it. And it goes like this. You come on like a dream, peaches and cream, lips like strawberry wine. You're 16, you're beautiful, and you're mine. Mine, all mine, you're all ribbons and curls, blue and girls, eyes that sparkle and shine. You're 16, you're beautiful, and you're mine.
All right. Yeah, fantastic. That's just, there's such a disparate songs when you talk about you're 16 and it's a small world and,
well,
and
you
moving
gotta
into
stay
the Buskers.
loose. You know, you write what's called for at the time. So many times we just write like a Western because that's what's needed, or we write a little Cockney song for an English-type character.
How did you get into the songwriting business, you and your brother Robert?
We're very natural evolution. Our father was a great songwriter. His name was Al Sherman. And one of his biggest hits, a song everybody knows, I think. You gotta be a football hero.
Oh, yeah.
To get along with the beautiful girls. You gotta be a touchdown getter, you bet. If you wanna get a baby to pet.
Oh,
so
man,
that's a
I'll
really
say.
great,
Jeez, that's great. Goes back to what, the 20s or 30s, something
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
Dad, thank you. Dad wrote great songs, and well, some of his biggest hits were for like professional performers like Eddie Cantor. He wrote, potatoes are cheaper,
Tomatoes are cheaper,
now
you're
the time to fall in love.
Oh, yeah, man, I love
And
that.
it was natural for us to be around popular music and everything. We had that environment, so we started thinking in terms of perhaps joining together and writing. Our dad teamed us up, really.
Yeah.
Pulled us apart when we started killing each other. Disagreed about things. But basically, our team was formed by Dad, really, and so it was very natural.
I tell you, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, Richard can tell us all about the Buskers, which you're going to get a chance to see at the Tampa Bay Performing Arts Center, as well as some of the other music he's done.